Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of Try Hard Trucking with me, KCV, where I continue to do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of talent, but a whole lot of lean, and mean. I am trying to get over there, supposedly. I want to get down to this road, actually. I thought maybe I could go straight across here, but probably the best thing to do is to actually try to get to this road. No, wrong button. Move to this road. And then it is along this road, which looks dangerous. Looks terribly dangerous. And it may be icy, and there may be nothing to branch to. And that's not really a road. It's mostly rocks. And it doesn't look like there's anything to hitch to. So I have a feeling that I've got the wrong truck for the job. The other alternative is to... There's no other alternative. So... I think the truck that I really should do this job with is the Mastodon. But we will see what we will see if I can get up this. I think there's going to be a lack of winching points, which is going to hurt me here. I am working, as you can see up in the corner there. And you should be able to see clearly because I adjusted the chat thing. I have to get to the abandoned lighthouse. It's probably not going to be worth the money. But we will find out. Is it late enough to, kind of? Late enough to, oops, change it to morning. That's really cheap. I keep doing that. He slept in today. He slept in until noon. Just to get good light. I am playing a normal mode game. There is no such thing as easy mode. Someone asked, what is easy mode? Is there such a thing as easy mode? No, there's no such thing as easy mode. Okay, this supposedly is the path, but I've got to get over these rocks. So I gotta... Didn't quite get on that one right. I think I'm better on this one. I'm not using snow tires. Okay. Oh, don't flip. Do not flip. You're not a flipper. This vehicle is champion non-flipper. Except he's doing mud tires. Anything to grab too? This is where the Mastodon could do better because he could use his big... Well, he's got bigger tires. Two, I think that's going to matter, but I'll give it a shot. Ah, it really it mattered. First time that's ever mattered. The Mastodon can just climb over these rocks much easier. And if I need to, I could use the big one with the crane as a counterweight. And the rocks are icy, but getting the truck with chain tires is a death sentence because of all the snow, I think. Now the question is there going to be an icy bank here I'm supposed to go up, but I won't be able to go up because I don't have Yeah, I think so. That's a dead end there. And will I have anything to winch to by coming this way? Got a bad feeling I don't. Let's get the vehicle turned around a little. This is a difficult location. There are more difficult. But this is still a difficult location. What am I trying to do here? After this, I'm going straight. I put the thing there to avoid rocks. Of course, those are rocks. I think what I might do instead is around this way. Oh, well, I was trying to go left, but rocks had other ideas for me. Okay. Now, these are easier rocks. Am I hitting the mic cord? I'm sorry about that. Even crackles like I'm hitting the mic cord. Go ahead and move down a little bit. I know everybody talks about a Muir as being the hardest, and I've already said that whenever I get to a Muir, which is going to take many years probably, the series will be over if I can't do it. I'm not going to just skip over a Muir. I'm going to put the series on hold indefinitely, which will probably be forever. So, but I'm going to do my best. I have the cheater vehicles. Now, up here. Once I get up here, I am going to recover to the garage. No sense trying to get back down. Gotta stay on the ridge. Gotta stay on the ridge. Gotta go down off the ridge and bounce around the rocks and try not to tip over. Okay. Okay, and the slope. Rocks and the slope and the rocks and the little bush trees which you can't winch to because they're impossible. And people hate the Rizvani Hercules, huh? Why do you hate the Rizvani Hercules? What did it ever do to you? That's where I need to go. I have had people saying I hate that vehicle. Why do you hate this vehicle? Because you paid money for it and you found other vehicles in the game that actually work better for you? Okay, that's fine. I paid money for it and I decided to do an entire playthrough based on having only paid DLC vehicles. So I put up with whatever its shortcomings are because it's the best one I can get and still meet my criteria. It's very hard to tip over. That's one of the main things. It's very hard to tip over. And the cliffhanger has been accomplished. So the passage does exist. No, actually the passage, I wouldn't call the passage existing. If you're trying to come up here in like a Ski-Doo or something, I would not recommend it. If you want to drive your Yugo up here, don't count on making it. It's crossable, but anyway. 3,550 buckaroonies. So the passage does exist, Iceman. Great. Then I'll begin preparations. Well, I don't know what kind of preparations you're going to do, but I don't know how to speak with a Russian accent in any way that's not offensive, so I don't speak in Russian accent. Everybody here has like a, I don't know, Western Kentucky accent or something, or Eastern Kentucky or something, I don't know, some kind of accent. I could do a North Minnesotan accent, but I won't. Alright. Accept. Yes, I will take your money. Let's stop the engine. Before I recover this to the garage, I want to see if there's like some kind of fun YOLO I can do. I love YOLO on this vehicle. I don't think I can do a YOLO. Maybe? I mean, there's no way I'm driving this thing back down. Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go, honey. Oh, get on there. Come on. Get down. Go, 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 go. Go. Oh. Oh. Come on, roll over. Roll over. Roll over. This is why I love this vehicle. And I can still start the engine. Problem is, getting back on my feet could be an issue. There we go. What other vehicle can do that? Sure, the engine's broken. But I can just run down a cliff and count on the thing to roll over into the right direction. Yes, love this vehicle. Not that I'm actually going to, you know, drive it from here. I'm going to obviously take it back to repair. But I could just accept, you know, success from here, but yeah, the engine is almost completely blown. But I got it down to a place where it could be recovered much easier. No, I'm just having fun. Engine installing. Get down to the river. I broke everything, but it's upright, and that's the important part. And look at that. Made it down to my van, down by the river. Park it right here. Yeah, there we go, baby. That's why I love this vehicle. Rolled it over, dialed it down the hill, YOLO'd it down, and it rolled back over enough onto its feet that I could start the engine and then drive it into position. Is it dead? Yes. But it's not leaking gas, so if somebody comes over here... Oh, wait a minute. I've got repair points. Look at that. Oh, the baby's in perfect shape. And, why is it saying 21? It shouldn't say 21 anymore. Everything's fixed. There. It's not red. I mean, it should say 21, but it shouldn't say it in red. Ah, look at that. Perfect shape. I'm ready for my next mission. I love this vehicle. All right, I wasted too much time adoring this vehicle, but give me a GG well, I don't think anyone's chatting right now. Give me a GG in a YouTube comment if you thought that was awesome. And if you still hate the Hercules, give me something else. BS. Argue. That's what I want you to do. Argue in chat about what vehicle is better than this vehicle, because arguments will increase my engagement. I did have to delete a comment earlier today. It wasn't because it was a nasty comment. It was a comment on an older video too that was like totally unrelated to the thing at hand. I think it was like a bot comment or something. Anyway, it wasn't exactly trying to sell me something. Anyway, this is what you have to do when you're a content creator. All right, what's next? I don't know what's next. I'm jazzed up about being able to fly down that hill. Lost trailer. That looks very easy, doesn't it? All I have to do is drive up here, get that, yellow it down here, get it there. That looks very easy. And all I have to do is figure out a way to cross this bridge and get up here, which is what I'm going to try to do. I know I can cross here. All right, I know I can cross here. What vehicle is that? Fuel carrier trailer. Oh yeah, I brought these over here. I brought this over here just I thought I might need it. Yeah, I'm going to try to do this. I'm going to start tracking this. Because I think it'll be fun to come up here and grab that. What vehicle am I going to do that with? Probably the Mastodon. I could actually attach it to the Wrangler, but no. Because I want to try to get across this path here. And I'm going to see, of course, the only vehicle there is to try to come across here is going to be the Mastodon. Now, once I get the Mastodon, what's the way to get up there? Probably across up here. And this looks like an icy, narrow slope without anything to attach to, but we'll see if that goes through. That might be a way to get across there too. Yeah. Then I think maybe this is the way I said before. There's no way I'm going up here again this way. Let's not do that. I just want to see if I can get across that. There's some kind of way across that. Now I can get across here. And then I can get... Where am I picking it up? Oh yeah, I'm picking up right fast. Drop it off. Yeah, I think that's fine there. More fine than coming here. It's a little doubling back, but... And again, if I hit crackly ice, I don't care. The only thing I'm worried about is potentially now I could take, it's a Scout fuel carrier, right? Small Scout flatbed. Okay, I think a small Scout flatbed would fit on my truck. So I could take a bedded truck. Or I can just drag it with my crane truck. Past where I need to go. And in this location, I fall in love with my crane truck because my train truck can get me out of danger in ways other trucks can't. Even though it's more top heavy. I think that's the easier way to go up, and then that's the way to go down. I don't know why I didn't get this earlier. There was like something up here that I had to get when I was scouting. I think there was a upgrade or something up here. Through here, this is an icy downslope, which I don't care because it's down. Not here, but I can move it. And here. And here. Okay, mostly I just want to see if I can get that past that area. So I'm going to go back to the garage. You're going to stay there because you're a hero. Here's the garage. Okay. And well, nothing's here right now. Where's the crane truck? It is there. Is that the crane truck? Yes. It's gotta be the crane truck. Okay. You go back to the garage. You leave the garage. You now decide how to get to that crossing, which is not going to be easy regardless. But there is a way to get across here, I know. It's weird, but there is a way to get across there. Whoops. Actually a way to get through here too. It's not where I want to go. Here. Here. Come on, grab it. I lay down all my waypoints because I don't know the best way to go. And also, people watching the stream, they won't be able to tell, or the YouTube video. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos, and people are like, I don't know, can go that way? I don't know. Let's see, can I get across the ice all the way to here? I can't. Well, people aren't like that. People are like, this is a way across that side of the ice that looks like it can't be done, but there's actually a way to get up around. This road is out, but you can actually go around it. And that I only could learn by playing the game, which kind of disturbs me that you don't get enough clues on the map to know which way you can go and which way you can't go. That's one of the things that I think are unfair about this game. I have to check Wesley on Wheels. Shout out to Wesley on Wheels to see how he did a Muir. I don't think I've watched him play a Muir. Maybe I have. He's done everything. He's all caught up. He's gone through a several-year-long playthrough because he's been playing the expansions as they've come out. I don't know what expansions were about when he started playing them, but he's doing a hard mode playthrough. So credit to him, but he's also doing it the same way I am. He's a little bit better planned than I am. He plans in advance. I don't plan in advance. But he's also doing a stream. He plays on console. He plays on PS2. He does or PS something PlayStation. He does a not PS. I'm sure it's not PS2. PS4 probably started on PS5 now. And yeah, he does a hard playthrough. He streams it and then he chops it up into YouTube videos. It's the same thing that I'm doing. Okay, now this is the tricky part. It's probably bad ice through here, but we'll see. And then we'll see if I can get across there. That will be an interesting task. Let's see if I can make it. I'm going to do it with the crane truck, which is probably also a bad idea, but we'll see. It's not a trailer that I can attach to. It's something that I would have to drag anyway. It's a Scout flatbed, which means it might drag on the ground a little bit, but for this truck, that's fine. I'll flip it over and drag it the other way. It'll go better that way. Once I get there, I'll have to put my beacons on. I didn't put my beacons on when I was taking the other thing. That's what slowed me down. Gotta put your safety beacons on if you're dragging something heavy. And you also have to hydrate properly. Alright, let's see if I can get across that little bridge. It looks like I can, but this map is not very good. It's a 20-year-old Alta Vista map. And so it's not completely up to date. Anyone remember Alta Vista? That was the go-to. MapQuest, remember MapQuest? People don't remember these things. A lot of kids weren't, people that watched this weren't born then. Anyone remember, the thing is much more top heavy, so I can't completely just say, oh, YOLOing it through here. Ask Jeeves, one of the first search engines, Ask Jeeves. This also lets me, as you saw with the thing, if I get stuck, if you saw in last episode, you saw I got stuck, but I could use the crane to take whatever the cargo I was taking and use the crane to lift it over where I got stuck on the truck and put it down on the hill so it was easier to recover from the other side. If I get it to a point where I can't proceed, I can move the cargo over the obstruction and then come back the other way and pick it up. So now this is the bridge that's out, and there is a way to get across. If I was going to go straight across, there is a way to get across through here. And I'm not going straight up the hill, though. I am going, just trying to get to the ice on the other side. There is a way to do it and not go across a bunch of crappy ice. well, it's by coming in front of here. You gotta make sure getting this truck to come in front of here. The crane is going to be a bit of a challenge. I think well, let's back up just to be safe. With these slipper rocks, sometimes you turn right, and it doesn't turn right; it turns left, and vice versa. It's a rock, throws you around. You know what they need? They need a treaded vehicle. They need like a half-track treaded vehicle. This isn't exactly the way to go to avoid the crackly ice. There's a little bit of crackly ice here, but you have to zig and zag a little bit more. This is the way I'm going. I know I can make it. I can go through any crackly ice on this. In this region, I can go through any crackly ice with this truck. Because the crackly ice doesn't go down deep enough. It gets me stuck. What gets me stuck is around trees, primarily. That's how I got stuck with this last time. Although, if I have... That is if I'm using the crane. As you see, the axles in the front stick out, and there's quite a gap between the axles in the front and the axles in the back. And with this crane, the tires stick out completely. If you get a vehicle, a tree caught between there, you're in trouble. But it's a little less trouble if you're using it with like the bed rather than the crane. The crane is a little bit more versatile. Am I at that spot where I was wondering? No, we're not. I just got to get around here, And then here is the spot that's going to be interesting. Several markers right next to each other. And I have a feeling that I'm going to be over crackly ice to get around that rock. I want to see if this is a viable way to go. This can be a shortcut in certain circumstances. I have scouted every pixel on the map, and that is one of the hardest things to do. I've tried to come up with different ways of dragging my little... The one thing about that Razvani Hercules is it does not come with a scout hitch, trailer hitch. It doesn't come with any trailer hitch. There's no way I have to... so I needed a vehicle that could hitch to a scout trailer. Because to scout everything, every pixel, I need to use a little radar truck, the prototype exploration unit, radar trailer. And so the little Wrangler, Jeep Wrangler, which is a real, not on the ice, but it's a real rock crawler. That can do the job. It's got a special suspension. But unfortunately, it's light. Weight, and the prototype exploration unit is so heavy that it can't just carry it to all the different places it can go. So it has to be towed, and then maybe it can go a little bit farther. Not quite there yet. I bet I can get across there. There's a little bridge that will also get you across there. I mean, I don't know. You can't tell from this map. I haven't been on MapQuest. I don't like going on MapQuest. Or MapRunner. I'm sorry, MapQuest. Whole different game. MapRunner. MapRunner.info can give you clues to where everything is that you might miss. And then there's a beta, I don't think it's linked anywhere, 3d.maprunner.info. Gives you a 3D map where you get to see everything from the actual terrain that generates. You can see everything. So you can see every rock that's actually in the way and the actual slope of the hill, so you can get an idea Oh, could I get up this slope or couldn't I? And this can danger your truck. These things can flip up on you, these ice things, but they mark areas that are not crackly. Like I said, in this game, if it's, well, not quite there. If there's rocks on the ice or there's sheets on the ice, then it's not, you know, it's not cracked together. Boy, I wonder if I can get this thing done. Okay, it looks like I actually do have a path across here. Okay, now is this going to be crackly here? I don't know. It's going to be solid. Looks like it might be solid. That is actually solid ice. Okay, that's cool to know. Now, the tricky part. I need motivation. Now I'll make it. Now I know I'll make it. I had those beacons on. Oh, this looks easy mode, to be honest. There's a rock in the way. I gotta decide which way to go around it. I'm gonna go to the right, I think. I think that was smart. Wanted to go here without a trailer behind me for the first time. I had to go, this was a convenient place to go, but I didn't want to be dragging anything behind me or have a trailer on me. Because then if I didn't make it, I might be forced to delete the cargo or the trailer, which I hate to do. I've only had to do that once, delete a trailer. My goal is to take all the trailers back to sell eventually. So there you go. That's how you get across that little ice path. It works. It actually works. I thought it might. I mean, it looks like it should. So I do have a way to get somewhat conveniently from the north to the south. And where is the waypoint? The waypoint, yeah, the gateway, I mean, is here. Getting to the gateway is a whole challenge in itself. Yeah, this is a very difficult and badly sloped area. And you can't go around here the way you think you can because there's a rock in the way. But there is a little plowed path here that you can only see when you get down there. Yeah, there is a little plowed path, but don't count on staying on it. And then you can get across to like here, and you have to go back down to the ice, and then you can't get up there, and you cannot get around this rock. So, and I don't know if you can get across this path. It doesn't look like you can, but you might be able to get up here to get to this road, and then you can get around to this area, which is by the waypoint. The other alternative is to just come out of the waypoint and come across here. That's like the easiest way to get there, and I've done that before. Recovered vehicles back here and then transferred them. it takes a lot of time because you got to drive all the way across the map. The garage on the previous map is in the opposite corner to the gateway. But it isn't nearly as treacherous, and this vehicle can make it pretty easily. There's quite a few areas that are swampy, would be difficult to get across in most vehicles. Areas that you I think my stream is okay, but the tab on my browser is locking up, so I want to make sure I'm still getting received okay. So I'm going to pause here for a second. It's not showing any problems on my stream outbound, but inbound it's kind of lagging up. I am still streaming it. Oh no, I hit a wrong button. What did I hit? Ah, see, this is what happens when you got your finger clicked. I think I hit the button to say clip the video. I don't have a clip on the video now. I'll have to ignore that when I'm editing it. Alright, I'm getting close to finishing the task, and then it's going to be the quests, or the contracts, which are going to be much harder. And dragging all the trailers around back, and getting any cargo, temporary cargo, back to where it belongs. This looks difficult. But I got it, no problem. Like, I can turn my beacons off now, I don't even need them. I gotta cross that walkway. I might need them to get up that. Well, I'm not going the icy way up the slope. There is another tricky spot here, I think. Yeah. This is probably crappy ice. I don't think I care. Oh, it wasn't crappy. How about that? Rocks? What rocks? I don't see any rocks. Okay, now let's double check this. I think, oh, I'm actually supposedly on a road. This might be the road that I got stuck on, because it wasn't really a road. Hit the rocks to the right, and you won't lean. Could counterweight if I think it's bad. Try not to go over the rocks to the left. Oh, come on, get over there. I mean, I know in Alaska there's roads that are obscured by snow and stuff. But, you know, calling this a road, I'm going to try to get to the right of this rock. There we go. That is the path I wanted. Maybe it's not the smart path. It may not be the path I can make, but it was the path I wanted. Come on, raw power will get you there. Raw power will get you there. I'm sure there's nothing to winch to. Oh, there was something to winch to, and it died in service of my being able to get up this hill. Now there's nothing much. Might have to use the crane as a counterbalance. I don't think I'm going to have to. It is, after all, just rocks. Turn the vehicle. Wiggle. Gotta get on the wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I shouldn't have tried to get to the right of that rock. Back end, turn over. Back there on. Just on like muddy. Actually go on the rock, shall we? On both rocks, nice and even. Oh, it didn't go on both rocks. But it did find me a better path, I think. Across these rocks, did it? I think I got it now. I think I got it now. Counterweight. Oh, I'm so close. This is a little risky. I'm gonna look to see if there's anything to drag me. I don't think I can lower this enough to use it to push. Maybe. Not low enough. No, not quite. It's worth trying. Let's get a little front right heavy, shall we? Okay. Oh. Well, worst case, I can go back down the rocks and find another way up here. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. Oh, wait. Just put it in reverse a little bit. Adjusted my position. Oh, let's try that again. Get on that rock a little bit more. No, 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 no. This is why I've got the cream on that side. On that rock, up on that rock, over that rock, you can do it, squeeze, 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 you got it. Okay, now I think I'm gonna park this, or don't park it, but put it in front of me as far as I need some forward momentum. Wow, you can go pretty far forward on this thing. That's amazing. Right. And I have no idea where I'm trying to get to now. I see that the thing is over there, but I have a feeling that isn't necessarily where I want to go. I do want to avoid these trees, so... At all costs, I need to avoid getting stuck on that tree. Okay, let's look at my thing. I have not gotten to the road. In fact, I think I went past the road. Yeah, I went past the road. Okay. How do I get... Oh, what am I stuck on? I'm stuck back there now. Okay. There's the road. Oh, no, 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 I want to hit the brake. Oh, 52 minutes. And I think I'm on the road. All right. This looks like a good place to take a break. So I'm going to take a break here. I'm actually on the road, more or less, that I'm supposed to be on. There. Make the markers a little clearer. There. I'm getting close. All right. If you're watching on Twitch, I'm going to take a break here. I'll be back in just a few minutes. If you're watching on YouTube, that's going to be it for this YouTube episode. The next YouTube episode will be the next weekday at noon U.S. Central Time, which is 6 p.m. 1800 hours in the UK and 0600 hours the next day in New Zealand. Either way, Twitch stick around, YouTube next episode. Thank you much for watching, and I will see you then.